Have you ever wondered if the very things you give away after 70 could quietly be the reason you stay poor for the rest of your life? As we reach these later stages of life, it is incredibly natural to want to help our children, grandchildren, or even close friends who seem to be in need of a helping hand or a financial boost. But here's the truth. You might be putting your own security at a much greater risk than you realize at this very moment. In this video, we are diving into 5 specific things you must never give away to anyone once you pass the age of 70, even if you currently feel like you have plenty to spare or that your family's needs should come before your own. Stay tuned until the end, because you will discover how keeping these 5 things for yourself not only boosts your long-term security, but might just change the way you see your role in the family forever. Each point we discuss today is designed to help you maintain your dignity and ensure that your golden years are spent in comfort rather than in the misery of lack. Now let's get started. Number 1, financial principal security. One clear sign that you are on the path to maintaining your wealth rather than losing it is if you are firmly protecting the core principle of your savings from outside requests. This can manifest in many subtle ways, such as saying no to a request for a large down payment for a relative, refusing to dip into your retirement fund to pay for someone else's debt, or simply keeping your investment accounts private and untouchable. If you notice yourself standing firm on these boundaries, it is a strong indication that you understand that your principle is the only thing keeping you safe in an unpredictable world. Older adults are often drawn to the idea that they should distribute their wealth while they are still alive to see the benefits, but this generosity can quickly lead to a situation where you no longer have enough to cover your own basic needs or medical expenses. The way you manage your core assets can tell a lot about how you value your independence. For example, if a man named William, who is 74 years old, is approached by a grandson asking for a large sum of money to start a business, he is reflecting a deeper level of wisdom by offering advice instead of cash. He might feel a natural pull to help his family, especially if he sees them struggling. But he knows that once that principle is gone, it is nearly impossible to earn it back at his age. It is not about being cold, selfish, or unloving toward your children and grandchildren. What truly makes you a stable pillar for your family is your ability to remain financially self-sufficient, projecting a quiet strength and foresight that is far more valuable than a one-time gift. People in general tend to respect those who are grounded and able to manage their own affairs without becoming a burden later. So if you protect your principle with a calm and steady resolve, it may very well be because you sense that your future depends on the seeds you have spent a lifetime planting, and those seeds must remain in your own garden to keep you flourishing for the rest of your days. Number 2, personal time autonomy. If you consistently find yourself giving away every waking hour of your day to fulfill the demands and needs of others, that is a clear indication that you're losing one of your most precious, non-renewable resources. Many people in their 70s feel a sense of duty to be the constant babysitter, the free chauffeur, or the emotional counselor for everyone in their circle. But a person who takes the time to guard their own schedule is seen as someone who values their own peace and mental health. Whether you are someone who enjoys a quiet morning in your favorite chair, or you are the master of a daily routine that includes exercise and hobbies, your time management says a lot about who you are. It demonstrates your attention to your own needs, your self-respect, and your understanding of the power of a balanced life. Your ability to balance your family obligations with your own interests, knowing exactly when to say no to an extra commitment, adds layers to your personal fulfillment and your ability to stay energized. It is not just about the hours themselves, but the sense of control and purpose they provide to your daily existence. Moreover, the attention you pay to your own rest and relaxation, whether it is attending a local senior center event or ensuring that your evenings are your own, further amplifies your sense of well-being. These small but thoughtful boundaries do not go unnoticed, and they show that you are a person who takes pride in maintaining their own identity, separate from their utility to others. This level of care for your own time is something that many find incredibly important, as it signifies that you are not only concerned about your productivity, but also about how your presence reflects your respect for the life you have been given. For example, consider a woman named Dorothy, who is 78 years old and loves her grandchildren dearly. but has made it clear that her Wednesdays are reserved for her painting class, and her Friday mornings are for her walks in the park. At first, her children were surprised, but they soon began to respect her more for having her own life and interests. Dorothy finds that by keeping these hours for herself, she has more energy and joy to give when she is with her family, rather than feeling like a tired servant to their schedules. Her willingness to protect her time is a powerful indicator of her desire to live a full and independent life that is not defined solely by what she can do for others. People are naturally drawn to those who have a rich inner life because it signals a maturity and a confidence that are both inspiring and attractive to those around them. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, property deed ownership. When you consider giving up the deed to your home or signing over your property to your children, while you are still living there, it is a clear sign that you are risking your most fundamental sense of security. Many older adults are told that transferring their home early is a good way to avoid taxes or simplify an inheritance. But a lingering look at the reality of these situations often reveals a much more complicated and dangerous story. If you keep the ownership of your residence firmly in your own name, it is an indication that you recognize that your home is not just a building, but a sanctuary of independence that you have earned over decades of hard work. This subtle but significant decision often suggests a healthy sense of self-preservation and a refusal to be at the mercy of others. The setting in which this matters most is often the very place you rest your head at night, where the effort you have put into your surroundings is a source of pride and comfort. For example, if you are sitting in your living room at 10 a.m. enjoying the sunshine through the window, the fact that you own that space gives you a peace of mind that cannot be replaced by any promise of future care from a relative. Your energy and your charisma are tied to the stability of your environment. And when you are the one in control of your home, you carry yourself with a different level of confidence. Even in a casual setting, like discussing future plans with your lawyer or financial advisor, your ability to remain firm on keeping your assets in your name could capture the respect of those who understand the importance of legal protection. What makes the retention of your deed so telling is that it is often a deliberate moment of observation regarding the changing nature of family dynamics. It may start with a suggestion from a well-meaning child and lead to an unexpected loss of leverage if things go wrong. This hesitation to sign away your primary asset shows that you are intrigued by the future, but also wise enough to know that your security must remain in your own hands. Whether you choose to live there forever or eventually sell it on your own terms, it shows a deeper level of engagement with your own destiny. For you, it is important to recognize that this house is a complement to your life's achievements. It is a reflection of how you present yourself as a person of substance and strength. Number 4, credit rating integrity. As you navigate your 70s, you may find yourself increasingly approached by family members, asking you to co-sign for a loan, a car, or even a new credit card. But giving away your credit integrity is a clear indication that you are opening a door to potential poverty. There is something uniquely reassuring about the presence of a person who understands the importance of maintaining a clean and independent financial record. People often feel a sense of comfort and trust when they see someone our age who is careful with their signature and their credit score. Regardless of the situation, your decision to never co-sign for anyone else lends you a sense of wisdom and reliability that is particularly fulfilling. Younger people, while vibrant and full of energy, may not have the same understanding of the long-term consequences of debt that you have cultivated over the years. People recognize that you have lived through economic ups and downs and have learned that a signature is a serious commitment that can haunt you for years. This history makes you more than just a generous relative. You are a guardian of your own legacy. Your appearance of being financially prudent also plays a role in your overall peace. A good credit score, combined with the confidence that you are not liable for anyone else's mistakes, creates a magnetic quality of freedom. Whether you are applying for a lower insurance rate or simply enjoying the fact that you owe nothing to anyone, you find comfort in your own financial standing. There is an undeniable charm in the way you present yourself as a person of integrity who respects the rules of finance. Being viewed as someone who is not easily swayed by emotional appeals for money doesn't just reflect how others see you, it speaks to the genuine value you place on your own stability. They trust that your decisions are thoughtful and grounded in real-world experience, and this is why they eventually stop asking for favors that put you at risk. For instance, think of Richard, who is 76 years old and was asked by his nephew to co-sign for a luxury vehicle. Richard loved his nephew but knew that the young man had a history of being late on payments. By saying no with kindness and clarity, Richard protected his own credit score and prevented a situation where he might have been forced to pay for a car he did not need. He understands that his credit is a reflection of his own life's discipline and is not something to be gambled away for the convenience of others. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, final decision authority. One of the most compelling and attractive qualities in a person over 70 is their ability to maintain the final authority over their own life decisions, rather than giving that power away to others too early. Unlike younger people who may often rely on the opinions of their peers or social trends, a well-aged person's charm lies in their quiet confidence and the ease with which they say what they want and do what they believe is right. This natural self-assurance is magnetic and draws people in because it shows you are comfortable in your skin and your mind. When you walk into a room, you don't need to look to your children or your spouse for permission to speak or to make a choice. Instead, your calm presence invites others to respect your autonomy. People are naturally drawn to this, sensing that you are someone who has been through life's many lessons and has emerged with a clear sense of self. Your demeanor when making choices about your health care, your investments, or even your daily activities speaks volumes about your mental strength. Women and men alike are attracted to those who don't feel the need to surrender their will to the convenience of the family. They appreciate a person who is comfortable with their own judgment, whose very presence conveys that they are the captain of their own ship. This tranquility, combined with a genuine and unpretentious desire to stay in control, enhances your overall sense of purpose. There is a timeless quality to this kind of independence, one that resonates deeply with those who value authenticity and maturity. Your ability to be your own advocate, without the need for constant validation from your heirs, becomes one of your most attractive features. It is not about being stubborn or difficult to work with, but about how you make yourself feel valued and empowered by your own choices. Consider Robert, who is 76 years old and was told by his family that he should move into a smaller apartment because it would be easier for them to visit. Robert listened to their concerns, but ultimately decided that he preferred his current garden and the community he had built. By keeping the final authority over his living situation, Robert felt a renewed sense of energy and pride. He realized that his life was still his to live, and that his decisions were the most important part of his daily joy. This kind of self-respect is what keeps a person from falling into the misery of feeling like they are just waiting for others to decide their fate. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on the 5 things we have explored that you must never give away after the age of 70. What stood out to you the most as you thought about your own assets, your time, and your personal power? Which of these areas do you feel you have guarded well, or which one do you feel you can start to reclaim moving forward? We would love to hear from you, so please leave a comment below sharing one thing you have learned today and how you plan to bring it into practice in your life. This is not just about recognizing the importance of your money, but about boosting your confidence and embracing the qualities that make you uniquely independent and strong. Your thoughts matter to us and to the many others who are watching this video to find their own path to a secure future, so do not hesitate to share. Perhaps you have a story of a time when you stood your ground and kept your principles safe, or maybe you have found a new way to enjoy your time without feeling guilty. Whatever your experience, it is a valuable part of the wisdom we all share as we grow older and more intentional with our lives. Remember that your 70s and 80s should be a time of celebration and comfort, Not a time of worry or regret because you gave too much away to those who still have their whole lives ahead of them to earn for themselves. You have already done your part in building the world, and now it is your turn to enjoy the fruits of your labor with the peace of mind that comes from true security. By focusing on these 5 areas, you are ensuring that you remain a person of substance and a source of strength for yourself first, which ultimately makes you a better guide for others. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video